Well, okay, everybody, welcome back to Minecraft. So, this time, I guess we were building gates over there in the last one. But let's just grab this sugar cane, get that fixed up, and I've got a good solid mission for myself. A couple of you guys have also decided to play on the same seed, which is kind of the reason why I told you guys what seed it was. It would be kind of cool to see your guys' world at some point, compare it to how mine turns out as well. But you guys pointed out that over next to my village there is a little surprise, and it was kind of one of the reasons why I chose this world, is because it's definitely going to be a valuable thing to have next to my village. So I had planned on clearing out that whole big area next to my village, but I decided that if I work on this project, that'll help me get that whole clearing figured out faster. So let's drop off a couple items, get my inventory cleared out, some stuff that I don't need to carry around with me. Let's see, drop off some more of this stuff. Yeah, let's see, let's go ahead and take this with me. I'm gonna need some wood. Not a whole lot, just a little actually. What else am I gonna need? I'm gonna need some sand. How much sand do I need? I need a little bit of sand. I like building with the materials that are around me. I don't really want to build something out of wood over there. I guess I could. It might look alright, but I think building it out of sand will help it just look natural. It'll look a little bit more man-made, or less man-made. So I was clearing out this whole area, and I came pretty close to it, and you guys were like, oh, just look over there. And yeah, I had totally seen it when I was flying through the area, when I was testing out this seed at another point before I started this whole survival world. But right over here, if you look, there's a big old hole, and under there you see some cobblestone. And I haven't been there, I haven't built anything there. That is actually natural cobblestone. So I want to make sure that I have my direction straight. So I'm going to build that pillar there. But if you look in the middle, there's a block there, and there's a block there. I think I just stacked that on top of a block too. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this in, just because I feel like this could be dangerous. Mobs could get in here somehow, somewhere. Let's fill this in and then dig down. Actually, let's go ahead and jump down here. So yeah, if we dig this all out, I bet under here is the chest, and under here is going to be the spawner. Bingo. So cool, awesome. It's a skeleton spawner too. That is extra cool. In the in my test, when I played this in kind of a creative mode, when I was just searching for good seeds to use, I was sort of flying around this world, and I found this thing, and it was a spider spawner. And I knew that there was a chance of it generating as something else, but it's a good thing that this is a skeleton spawner. So yeah, once we dig all this out, you will see it look more like the classic dungeon, or the classic spawner room. The way that it happened is it just kind of built in here without a roof. It probably generated just high enough that it was above a certain level that it didn't generate a roof, so that the only roof that it did generate was out of sand. And then that sand all fell, and that's what kind of created all of this sand on top of the spawner. That's why it's all yeah, I don't know, that's why it looks like the way it does. Just because, see, you've got this this cool mossy cobblestone underneath of it. I really like the mossy cobblestone. I've always liked how cool it looks. It's definitely a rare item in this type of survival world. In a multiplayer server, that's definitely what I use a lot. I like to build roads out of it. So, man, I've used a lot of mossy cobblestone in my day. I feel like that's like my signature road, is the 2 wide red brick with mossy cobblestone along the edges. But yeah, get rid of all this sand. As soon as we're done that, we will. Oh, see, I lost my bearings already. I guess I do know that the sun sets next to my village, so the village is that way. I'm gonna wanna go in this direction, so let's dig out this right now, because I know that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, what did we get? We got a bucket. That's good. And another bucket. Oh, I'm gonna need those to build, and I need to go get water for them, so cool. Yeah, redstone, gunpowder. Actually, let's go ahead and put some of that crap right on up in there, because that'll save me some inventory space, and I'm gonna need to come back here anyways. Oops, I don't need to put that. Well, okay, let's get that organized. Put those over there, this up here, put that there. Alright, actually, let's go get some water for those before I do that. Where was water? I know water is around here somewhere. There we go. It is the desert, but I know I got several little ponds around, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a little bit of sand there. I'm not sure what to do with that. I'll figure that out once I get this situated. So I'm gonna dig down 2 and go along the outside. Actually, I'm gonna dig down 1 and make it a little bit less of a boring video. Normally I would just put my head down and start digging, but since I'm recording for the video, we will yeah, not take up the entire screen with everything. Yeah, so skeleton spawner. Skeleton spawner is going to be mostly used for XP. Is also going to provide me lots and lots of bones, which is going to be great for my farm. It's also going to provide me with, what's the rare drop for a skeleton? What do they drop? It's not gold. What is the rare mob drop on skeletons? Somebody let me know in the comments below, because this spawner is probably not going to be finished by the time this episode goes live. I believe it's the next episode to go up, actually. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, everything that's uploaded has been already seen. So, actually, now that I realized I'm making too small of a room, I need to go one out. I need to make it 4x4. Doing 4x4 mostly because that's what I was told to do. I don't. This is not my plan. I'm actually kind of following another YouTube video, just pretty much what everybody else does. Let's make sure that we got lights on there. If you put torches on the spawner, then it won't, or it is less likely to spawn anything. So yeah, I will make sure that there is a link in the description. I may even put an annotation up on the screen, just because it is that important of a tutorial. It's that good of a tutorial also. The guy has an accent, so it's a little bit different to listen to, but once you get past that, it's really no big deal. He's got some great 2D diagrams, then builds it in 3D. Yeah, that is the reason why I don't do tutorials, is because he does it so well and so smoothly. Him along with all the other tutorials that I've ever watched. They're just make more sense than anything I've ever done. I just don't have the luck. Anytime I try and build something, it ends up, I don't know, just doesn't work. I actually, this is the second time I've built this spawner in this world.